Welcome back to another episode of It's in the Details. As always, please remember to share, like, subscribe, rate, review, comment, wherever you get the show. Let's just get into it, y'all. I'm going to go ahead and apologize if I'm a little low energy. These goddamn Olympics are here. And I love the Olympics, especially summer. I especially love the Summer Olympics, but I love the Winter Olympics too. And these damn Olympics are in Japan. I know you know that. I know you're watching. Unless you hate sports, you're watching. Even some people that hate sports are probably watching. But I love the Olympics, like I said to you. I don't know what time it is, y'all. I don't know what time it is today. I don't know what time it is yesterday. I don't know what time it was 3 hours ago. I'm a night owl. Okay? I like to stay up late. I like to do some good TV watching when I'm up late. And these damn Olympics in Japan, out here about 13 hours ahead, constantly challenging me. Oh, you think you're a night owl? Can you stay up and watch a dude from Azerbaijan and a guy from Turkey competing in judo with names you never heard before until we showed you this ad? Yeah, I think I can stay up till 4 a.m. to watch that damn judo match between two guys I never heard of before. But we persist and we move on. The furthest away from North America these Olympics should be is Europe. Okay? That's fair. Fair is fair. Okay? If you're not going to be in North America, be in Europe. It's about 7 hours, give or take where it is in Europe, about 7 hours away. And it's roughly the same for our brothers and sisters out in Asia. It's about 7 hours difference for them too. Fair is fair. No? Fair is fair. It's like, I live in Toronto, right? I got a friend in Montreal. We say, let's meet up for a little weekend thing. Let's meet up. We'll find a spot. We'll do some dinner. Maybe we'll do some drinks. We'll go home, go our separate ways afterwards, right? Just a little quick road trip, right? And that person in Montreal says to me, let's meet in Ottawa. Can't we meet in Kingston or something? You know, halfway? Olympics? They didn't even want the Olympics. I mean, I'm sure they wanted it at the beginning, but really nobody wants the Olympics. You know, nobody wants the Olympics. But they probably didn't want it in the first place. They got it. COVID exploded, right? Still, from what I hear, kind of exploding in Japan. And now I'm up at 4 o'clock in the morning watching sailing. Name a sailor. Any of you. Name it. Put it in the comments. Name someone that sails that went to the Olympics. You don't know anybody that sails, but you watch some sailing because the Olympics are on. I love so many things about the Olympics. I love gymnastics. I've loved gymnastics since I was a teenager. I can't do any gymnastics. You're not going to see me swinging off a bar, spinning around in 13 different directions, and then landing like a cat on my feet with a smile on my face. That's not going to happen. I'm having trouble staying up to watch the people that can do it. Okay? I'm not a gymnast, but I love watching some gymnastics. I love volleyball. You know I love volleyball. The indoor and the beach, I love them both. Okay? I'll watch some rowing. Not sailing. I mean, I've watched some sailing. But I will watch some rowing. Okay? I don't care about basketball. I don't care about tennis. I don't want to watch any of those sports in the Olympics. Does not matter to me. And the Olympics, they bring such great stories, man. Such great stories. A guy from Tunisia won the first medal in his country's history at the Olympics in swimming. He won gold. I just saw a lady from Bermuda win the triathlon. I heard she was in the lead by the time I got to the race. I didn't find out till the end that she was white. I didn't know. That doesn't take away the pride for any of the people from Bermuda winning their first Olympic medal. Right? I just didn't know she was white. I just expected when they cut back to the person that was winning this race, she was gonna be, you know, black lady. I figured it was gonna be a black lady. You know, I didn't expect it to be a white lady, which is fine. Everybody's everywhere, right? I heard Bermuda. I didn't know what was happening. I got a little excited that maybe a black person was going to win this triathlon. That's fair. It's just history. History, it's got to be history that a black person would have won that triathlon. That's all. History. Tunisia got it. You know, Tunisia got it. Why can't... I'm going to stop. You know what I mean. I don't care about softball. I'm happy these people are there to compete. I'm happy there are these great stories that are happening. I'm happy, for the most part, it seems to be going off with relatively few hitches. Heard there were a few positive cases. These are the things that happen when you take everybody on Earth and jam them together for one sporting event designed this year to keep me up till 5 o'clock in the morning. But we move on. I think the real problem I have with it is we get a couple different telecasts here, and NBC's telecast, while the fluffiest, they got the most fluffy stories, the personal interest stories, they got the fluffiest, right? But they are also the best. They're the best broadcasters that are doing the Olympics that we can see. Okay? Aside from Kyle Schufelt, who does the Olympic or the gymnastics broadcasting for CBC. Kyle Schufelt, you the man. Very solid. I love you. I've been loving you for years. And he's been doing it for so long, he feels comfortable now. Like, he feels comfortable to me. I'm sure he's comfortable, but he feels comfortable to me. It's like, ooh, give me some Kyle Schufelt broadcasted gymnastics. Unless I want to know what's going on with the Americans. Because those American broadcasters on NBC get excited for their gymnastics. Same with swimming. Ooh, I forgot to mention I love swimming too. But Kyle Schufelt holds it down. But those American broadcasters, they get excited when it's NBC, gymnastics, American, we're going to win gold medals time. They're not doing all that with the men because the men are not going to win. But they thought the women were going to win until Simone Biles said, mental health issue. I'm not in my right state of mind. I got a lot going on. Everybody's trying to watch me win. I need some time. So Simone Biles pulled out from the team competition. I expect to see her in the individuals. But I'm trying to catch the NBC telecast. They save everything for 3 hours from 8 till 11. They don't show you everything. They show you bits and pieces, little snippets. And then when I watch CBC, I'm like, did this happen already? Or is it going to happen later? Is this today's gymnastics or is this yesterday's gymnastics? Didn't that person already win a medal in... What time is it? Is it Wednesday again? Y'all, the Olympics have been on for 3 days. I'm a mess. I'm happy they're here. I can't wait for them to be gone. Okay, I wanted to talk to y'all about power. If you've been here a while, you've heard me talk about 50 Cent show Power, which my friends introduced me to a couple seasons into it. So I got here late, but once I got in, I jumped in with 2 feet. Power is amazing. And I didn't fully realize what 50 was doing until this new season of Power. Okay? I heard him announce, I think there are 5 spin-offs. 5 spin-offs coming from the original Power. We just got, it could be 4. We just got the second one. The second one just released last week, and the second episode came out a couple days ago. I haven't watched the second episode. I've only watched the first. I didn't fully realize that 50 was out here creating his own Marvel universe. Okay? And the reason I didn't notice was there were a good few holdovers from the first series of Power. Okay? We got Tariq back. We got his mom back. We got a couple other characters dropped in from time to time. So that was the second Power. But this is the third Power, Raising Kanan. Okay? I wrote down some notes about the first episode of this new series of Power. I'm going to read them to you. Wow. Music. 50 caught that heat when he tried to change the original Power theme song. Did not go well. He changed it back. So smart. And then kept it for the first spinoff. Raising Kanan has a new song. The new song is hot. Okay? Wow. 50 voiceover. 50 is the narrator for this series of Power. And I didn't know every TV show I watched was only missing 50 narrating the TV show. He's amazing. He's so good. I wish there was more. Maybe there's more in the coming episodes, but episode 1, I wanted more 50. More 50 talking into my ears. Wow. Principal enrolling Kanan in that exam. Now, if you haven't watched the first episode, you have no idea what I'm talking about. But they find out Kanan might be gifted. They're trying to get him into a gifted school. Kanan is 50 Cent's character from the original series. We're going back. We're looking at how Kanan became Kanan. That's why it's called Raising Kanan. So we find out Kanan might be gifted. His principal says, I'm going to enroll this boy in this exam to find out if he can get into the gifted school. And I'm not even going to consult him or his mother. Okay? That writing tickled me, in case you can't tell. Wow. He created a Marvel TV universe and has created like 900 black and brown jobs. I knew 50 was a mogul. Okay? He was dabbling in some smart water. He did what he did with the music. Who knows how many other TV shows he's got that I don't know about? Who knows all of the business dealings that he does that we don't know about unless you go digging for them. But what I can see with my eyes is this is the third Power series. We got 1 or 2 more coming, and all we see is black and brown faces doing excellent things. Not necessarily the characters. This is a crime show, okay? But black and brown faces getting to show how good they are at acting, show their art, how good they are at directing, writing. I assume there might be some black and brown faces behind the cameras. Tremendous. Who knew this is what 50 was going to be when he had us dancing to In the Club? Who knew? I didn't know, but I'm happy about it. Oh, there's a character called Uncle Marvin. Now, if you watched Ballers, you will recognize him from Ballers. I did not realize how great this man was at acting, but his portrayal of Uncle Marvin is great. Great. Just a great old fool of a man. But he might be dangerous. He's definitely dangerous. But he's a fool, right? And when 50 introduces us to Uncle Marvin, he hits us with this quote. That's Uncle Marvin. He never misses an opportunity to miss an opportunity. Okay, now, first of all, the line is great. And it made me wonder how many times 50 has said that about some dudes he's hung out with in his life. That felt like it came from the soul. That came from 50's guts. A writer did not write that. Maybe they did. More credit to you, but that feels like it's 50. Furthermore, when you introduce a character as he never misses an opportunity to miss an opportunity, I can't wait to see what happens to this man as we move through this story. There's a man named Symphony Bosquet. His name is Symphony Bosquet. Do I need to add any extra comments to that? Symphony Bosquet. Listen, when these numbers go down and I start hitting these streets again, I might introduce myself once or twice as Symphony Bosquet. I'm not going to lie. I might. Finally, first episode. There's a girl named Jukebox. And Jukebox has a little friend who's also a lady. And Jukebox and the lady like each other. And the tone in which they handle them initially flirting, one of the other characters find out about the flirting and all these things, they handled it so well. It's so perfect. It's like, it's exactly how you want to see people in society handle it. It's exactly how you want every TV show you watch to handle it. It was so, I mean, just be accepting. Just accept people. Just let people live, man. Let them live. Talking about what appears to be black excellence, I flipped on Kevin Hart's Don't F This Up documentary on Netflix today. I haven't watched the whole thing. I don't know everything that's coming. I watched, I think, 4 episodes. And talking about what appears to be black excellence, I turned on Kevin Hart's Don't F This Up on Netflix. A little documentary behind the scenes, Kevin's life and his team and this empire that he's created. And I've only watched about 4 episodes. I don't know where it's going necessarily, but it's really good. I really enjoyed it. I don't know how I missed it. This came out in 2019, I think. It wasn't even in my list. So, any of you watching who didn't think I would want to see this, we'll talk. You should have told me. But I found it now, so I'm enjoying it. It's such an interesting look into his life. You thought I was exhausted talking about these Olympics. You should see this man's life. I should feel like a real fool complaining about how exhausted I am watching Kevin Hart live his everyday life. But it was an interesting take. What I thought so far was really interesting about it is how they lean in to all of the dirty laundry. They lean all the way in. And I know most of it's already out there. We already knew about a lot of these things. And I guess it may feel obvious for him to address them in his documentary. But he could have pushed it aside. He could have just pushed it under the rug and just talked about all these other things. But he went into it. And it made me think either that's who he is. He just wears his heart on his sleeve, lets you know exactly what's going on. Or there's some real dirty laundry he does not want us to know about. So keep watching this stuff. But either way, I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it a lot. I can't wait to see where it goes. But boy, oh boy, I just watched the episode where it's focused on night school. I don't know if you've seen Night School yet. It's a Kevin Hart movie. It is fun. You are going to enjoy it. If you like Kevin Hart, you're going to enjoy it. It's a fun movie. I watched it a while back. But they post all these reviews that the movie got. Some horrendous reviews. I'm sure there were good ones too, but there were a lot of bad ones. Talking about how simple it is and formulaic and it's a sitcom and blah, blah, blah. And Kevin Hart hits us with, back in the day, I received a bad review on Get Hard. Get Hard was a movie that he did with Will Ferrell, which, again, it's the movie those guys make. I like both of them, so I cried laughing. Okay? And I'm sure millions and millions of other people cried laughing too. But he got a bad review on Get Hard. And he tells us he took one of the reviewers, one of the particularly bad reviewers, he ordered up an $8,000 bottle of wine and sent it to that man's office. Okay? And that is a level of pettiness I can get behind. I really can. If you're going to be petty, you should be petty proportionate to your status in the world, right? You're Kevin Hart. You send someone an $8,000 bottle of wine and apparently like a full-size a full-size picture of him, and he had it messengered right to the man's office. So he knows he got it, right? He hasn't heard anything, but he knows he got it. I love that. I love that level of pettiness. Like, for me, you do me wrong, I'm coming to your house, right? We're going to have some dinner. We'll share some drinks. We're all smiles, right? And then I'm going to drop some pebbles in your shoes. So the next time you go for a walk, you feel that shit. You know what I mean? You feel that. You ain't gonna know it was me, but you might. All right, y'all. Thank you for joining me on another episode of It's in the Details. Please remember to share, like, subscribe, rate, review, comment if you are so inclined. Your support is appreciated. We'll see you in a week. Take care, y'all. Peace.